For those of you who have been coming by to the channel regularly and were expecting to see modeling part 2 on the vending machine, I apologize. I was only able to do a time lapse. Everybody is sick in the house. It keeps going. It comes back, goes away, and that kind of thing. So I was not able to do the real-time video, but I'm going to try to do that tonight if I can. And as you can see in the time lapse, I made a couple mistakes, especially with the coin slot area, all those compartments. I did them wrong at first, and then I realized, oh, this is why they're not looking right. And then I went back and I did. I don't know if you noticed that. Added a little light on that design part. I just felt that would look good. Maybe it's a light that shines if the machine is full or empty or something along those lines, or you put your coins in. I'm not sure. Anyhow, I've also got the Coca-Cola bottle cap modeling to show you. It's very simple. So when I do those bottles, I may do the cap on them. They're relatively high poly as well, and of course they don't have all the grooves and the details of the Coke bottles. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. We'll see. But at any rate, probably when I model those, I might model one. Maybe I'll show you how to do the cap as well, and then instance them so I can reduce the polys, because the cap itself plus the bottle, I had a subdivision on there, and it just becomes very high poly when I have a number of bottles and all the other stuff. I'm not too worried really, because this is just a static scene. It's not intended really for a game, and if you wanted to do something like that for a game, just do it lower poly. Anyhow, like I say, I'm going to try to get back to it tonight. If not tonight, it's got to be tomorrow night, but I don't want to leave you hanging. I appreciate the fact that you came and you watched part 1, and some of you are watching the time lapses, and maybe you know how I feel about time lapses, especially when they're called tutorials, and that's why I typically would not call most of my stuff a tutorial, and certainly not the time lapse a tutorial, although you certainly can get tips from that or see the general workflow. As wrong as it may have been, and I can't guarantee, even with the real-time commentary thing, that I won't make mistakes. In fact, I'd probably make more, because you're doing it on camera. You're trying to think ahead, and people are watching, and that kind of thing. But anyways, I will be back as soon as I can. In the meantime, I do want to announce that the next Blender Challenge has sort of started. I'm just going to officially announce it now, and the topic is toys. And so I can't put a link right now to this video. I'll do it later to the Zero Bio Discord. Toys, kids' toys, I suppose grown-up toys as well. But then it's like you could have cars and rocket ships, and it's kind of silly. So it's really more toys or pet toys or something like that. So if you want to be involved with that, there's no deadline set yet. We're looking at probably a couple weeks. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to participate. I have a lot of work to do and a lot of requests on top of my daily everything else. If I can, though, I will. Yeah, that's the Toys Challenge. You can post your whips on the Discord, and eventually you can post a render or two. But don't go posting renders until you're really done and you want your final render. I haven't even created that channel yet, but I have created the whips channel, Toys Whips. All right, so yeah, lots more coming up. Hope to be back tonight. See you soon.